We hit 100. It took me a few days, but real life's been busy and stuff. So, quick review of Diablo 4 now that it's been almost a year since launch. Honestly, I would say that it's a good time if you already own the game to go back and try it. Just to see if you like it, if you already own it. Because I think this is how the game should have launched, in my opinion. Like, so a year ago, it should have been like this. Some of the things that they've changed, there's a huge list of things that they've changed to make me say something like that. But some of the bigger things I would say is that they simplified affixes in general. They made it so there's less loot that matters right now that you have to pick up. You pretty much just salvage everything. Like, the quality of life is absolutely insane compared to what it was. I just hit 100 and my stash, I did go through it a little bit, but to show you my stash, like, this is all the items, all the uniques that I had, or all the legendaries that I had. I had some uniques here, but as you can see, I didn't even max out my stash tabs. I have an empty tab here. These are some Uber materials that you find. I wasn't even farming for Uber bosses or anything. These are just things that you find in the world. Like, I did mostly hell tides from like 0 to 90, and then basically when I hit 99, I finished off hell tide at 100 with some of my friends, and it was a lot of fun. I would say that the hell tides are absolutely juiced. They're crazy right now. And I played Necro Summon, which I usually don't like to play it because it's usually trash, but it happens to be that this is actually the strongest build that we know of as of this video. And it was a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun. And it is a more relaxed playstyle, but it was cool to see Necro Summons actually do some work. Now, they also added some things if you played last Epoch called greater affixes, which are like those red dots you see there. And just like a regular legendary, it'll drop on the ground. Oh, it can't be dropped if it's favorited, but like it'll drop on the ground and it'll have that little red dot next to it. If it has more than one greater affix on it, then it'll show like multiple dots on it. But then you can also do things with the blacksmith, such as like tempering, which is kind of like what you see there. Has like the little anvil symbol next to it. It says Golem's damage, Iron Maiden damage. And those are things that you can kind of like craft on your weapon. You can find like these recipes in the world as you play, and then as you see right here, you can like temper different things. So like for me, I was a summoner, so like minion attack speed might be important here. Or if I want like cooldown, then I can like go to like resources, necromancer efficiency, golem cooldown, ultimate cooldown, all these different things. They even had some cool effects, like increase radius of like decrepify and like corpse tendril size and stuff like that. It was really cool. I actually did enjoy the new temper mechanics. There were some minor annoyances with like when you temper an item, it'll like flash on your screen one extra, and you can't just like easily re-roll, and then you only have 5 tries or something like that to temper an item and try to hopefully get the right thing. Otherwise, you kind of brick your item, which in one way is kind of bad, but in another way, I actually like it because it means there's an item chase. Like, there's plenty of items that I can increase, and there's so much more I can do now, even though I'm 100. Like, a year ago when I was 100, I had everything I needed. I was like, sure, I can chase more rolls here and there, but like, ultimately, there wasn't much more to do. Now, I just got to 100. And I haven't even done any of the Uber bosses once. I think there's like a bunch more bosses that I can do. There's a new difficulty for those bosses. And then on top of that, there's this thing that I just tried one time, which is basically greater rifts. And they start at level 100. They call it the portal activator thing, and it's called the pit. And it's over here in Skosklin. But yeah, this place was kind of cool. It was exactly like Greater Rifts. It was like a D4 spin of Greater Rifts. And I don't know, I think that's fun, so maybe I can go into there amongst the Nightmare Dungeons. The Nightmare Dungeon XP seemed better since the last time I played Dungeons. You don't have to like go there, you could just teleport right in. to the dungeon when you find one. So if you like right click it, you hit accept, and then immediately open up your map and it'll bring you right there and it'll say like, do you want to travel here? And you hit yes and you'll teleport right in there. And it's like, it's really good. So the nightmare dungeons are better. The hell tides are way better. There's like a threat meter. So like the longer you're in there, the more hell monsters come attack you, and it gets harder and harder. And then at the end, when your threat meter is maxed out, there's like these hell assassins that come and hunt you down, and they're actually very tough and difficult until you start getting geared up. You can run away from them if they are bugging you, which is kind of nice. And yeah, there's a lot of events, a lot of things going on, and Helltide is really fun. I liked it. And it's available from level 1, so you can just level from Helltide the whole time, do your capstone dungeon, unlock that next difficulty, and then do it again. And it scales with you the whole time, and that's pretty much what I did from 0 to 90. And I had a lot of fun with that, playing with different friends and stuff. I did some nightmare dungeons here and there. I did that from like 91 to 99, as I said earlier, and got my glyphs mostly leveled. And I do some of the things that I would like to see change, like is like the partying system. You can't right click the icon of your friends and teleport to them like you can in Diablo 3 still. And then the Paragon system seems a little bit too complicated for the way that the game is. One of the things I wanted to show you guys is this respec mode. It's like not too big a deal, but like after you hit like level 50, I really enjoyed it. So like say you're playing a level build or whatever on max roll, and then you're like, okay, I want to try a different build now. You can go to respec mode, and then you can refund all. And this is in respec mode. Okay, so like you're just theory crafting. I didn't actually spend any gold yet. This is how much it'll cost. But you can just go in, respec to your build, and it'll tell you how much gold it'll be to change it that way. And as you can see, as I spec into the things that I already had, the gold cost goes down, right? And then as soon as you get all the things that you want, you hit confirm, it spends the gold, which in my scenario, when I hit 50 and got to my actual build, it was only like 100,000 gold. And it just respec some points and put some other points in. So you can kind of like put it all in and then redo the whole thing, which I found that really nice. So that was a nice little quality of life thing. And then I just love the fact that I don't have to go back to town every 5 seconds with loot. There's a lot fewer items dropping. There's a lot more monsters to kill. You gain XP way faster than you did before, which I like it. I will say like there is no challenge as far as the XP goes. Maybe not none, but like if you're really blasting, I played a little bit more casually this time around, but like if you're really blasting, like you can get it done. I think one of my friends, Lucky, he got it done in like 8 hours. Jim got it done in like 10 hours. So like you can do it really fast if you're like if you're really trying to optimize that thing. Overall, I do think that like the little emblem for the new greater affix and the new itemization is cool, but like I think I would love to see a different color beam instead of just orange amongst everything in the fights. And then also on top of that, when you get in the Helltide and things get absolutely chaotic, it's hard to see the ground effects that might kill you and all that, and you just end up dying if you're in the thick of it with chaos. So anyways, to sum it up, I actually really do enjoy Diablo 4 now. I'm enjoying it so far. That's not a paid statement. That's just telling you I like it. Couple other things that were interesting this season were the elixirs that gave you a little bit extra. One of them was a elixir of movement, and every time you like hit a monster or killed an enemy, then you get a stack of movement, and you keep getting faster and faster, and it lasts for like 5 seconds. And it keeps resetting the timer if you keep killing. So you can move like super fast. Movement was not a huge issue being on the Necromancer once I got my gear out. As you can see, I'm like moving faster. And then if you use the elixir of momentum, you can move around faster, which is nice. that was a nice little thing. And then the holy bolts was kind of cool. It's kind of like the artillery shrine where it kind of like shoots everywhere. And then these profane mine cages, which kind of buff the hell tide a little bit. They make it so you get more cinders, which means you can open more chests in the hell tide. And then on top of that, their monster level goes higher, so you can scale even higher and get more XP. So it's pretty cool. I like them. The elixirs were more interesting this time around. The gems, the fact that they're just now in your like little gem tab here. Where are they? They're somewhere in here. Yeah, we got like fragments here that you just collect. You don't have to put them in your stash or anything. A lot of things are just cleaning up. Right now is the way the game works. Scattered prisms, you pretty much have to do world bosses and hit them like as much as you can, because scattered prisms are the only, as far as I know, it's the only way to get scattered prisms. Maybe with the exception of like the season journey, you might be able to get something there. And then they added Tyrael's Might into the game, which was kind of cool, super rare thing, and as like one of those uber uniques, and something called Resplendent Sparks. And Resplendent Sparks were like, you can get 4 of these like super rare things, Resplendent Sparks. I don't know all the ways to get them, but if you get 4 of them, you can choose a unique, uber unique that you can use for yourself. So it makes it a little bit more accessible. It may or may not happen, but after you get like the battle pass done or the season journey done, I think you get 1 Resplendent Spark out of the 4 that you need. So yeah, there's more things to chase. There's more things to do. It feels cleaner. There's still some pieces I feel like missing, like the group mechanics. But this is how I would have wanted to see Diablo 4 launch. And like I said, if you own the game already, definitely give it a shot. And if the game's on sale, I'd say, and you've been thinking about playing it, I'd say do it. So, anyways, that's my opinion. That's my honest opinion. If you have any other things that you want to say about it, let me know in the comments. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about it. And how was your season? What class were you playing? Oh yeah, also I would love to see more types of builds coming out. I'm sure we'll get some of that with the expansion and all that, but anyways, I'll catch you all next time. Let me know what you thought. I'll catch you all next time. You beasts.